My beloved child, hear my voice today. For I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to you. I see you. I know you. I understand every tear you've cried in secret, every disappointment you've carried in silence, and every battle you've fought when no one else noticed. And I am telling you now, get ready, for I am about to do a new thing in your life. This is not empty hope or fleeting emotion. It is a promise from the one who holds the heavens and the earth in his hands. It is a declaration from your Creator, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Get ready. Prepare your heart, because what you've been praying for, what you've been waiting for, what you've been hoping for, it's coming. I want you to listen carefully and stay with me until the end of this message. Because by the time it finishes, chains will be broken, burdens will lift, and a new light will dawn in your heart. You will not leave the same way you came. This is your divine appointment. I am the God of new beginnings. Do you remember my servant Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown into prison? It looked like his story was over. But I was with him. In the dark pit, in the foreign land, in the lonely prison cell, I was there. And when the time was right, I lifted him up. From the prison to the palace, from the place of rejection to the seat of authority. Genesis 50:20. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. My child, what the enemy meant for your harm, I am turning for your good. I know the nights you cried yourself to sleep. I've counted every tear. Psalm 56:8. You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. You were never forgotten, not for a moment. The world may have overlooked you, people may have walked away, but I stayed. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was right there, holding you, sustaining you, speaking life over you. I am about to open new doors in your life, doors no man can shut. Revelation 3:8. I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. Opportunities that seemed impossible. Breakthroughs that were long overdue. Healing for your heart. Restoration for your family. It's coming. Get ready. Remember the story of Hannah. Year after year, she wept bitterly because her womb was closed, and her heart was broken, but she never stopped praying. And one day I answered her. 1 Samuel 1:19-20. And the Lord remembered her. So, in the course of time, Hannah conceived and gave birth to a son. I have not forgotten you. I am the God who remembers, the God who hears, and the God who answers. I am about to pour out blessings so abundant, you will not have room enough to contain them. Malachi 3:10. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. What you're about to step into is beyond your understanding. You've been waiting, enduring, holding on, and now the shift is here. I remember when my servant David was anointed king, yet still found himself hiding in caves, running from his enemies. It seemed as though my promise was delayed. But what you must understand, beloved, is that every delay is divine preparation. In those caves, I was refining him, teaching him, drawing him closer to me, and when the time was appointed, I established him. Psalm 42:1-2. I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. Your waiting has not been in vain. I have seen the battles you fought in silence, the fears you dared not speak aloud. You think no one understands, but I do. Hebrews 4:15. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses. I felt every stab of betrayal, every moment of loneliness, every tear of despair. And I say to you now, I am about to do a new thing. Do you perceive it? Isaiah 43:18-19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Forget the disappointments. Forget the betrayals. Forget the failures. They were not your end, they were your preparation. I am bringing beauty from ashes, joy for mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. Isaiah 61:3. The pain you endured was never wasted. I am turning it into purpose. Your story will testify of my faithfulness. Your scars will become signs of victory. When the Israelites stood before the Red Sea, with an army chasing them from behind and an impossible obstacle before them, they thought it was their end. But I made a way where there was no way. Exodus 14:21. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and all that night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind and turned it into dry land. I am still the same God. Your Red Sea is about to part. Your Jericho walls are about to fall. Your midnight chains are about to break. Acts 16:25-26. About midnight Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was such a violent earthquake that the foundations of the prison were shaken. That sudden moment is coming for you. Lift your eyes to me. Psalm 121:1-2. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Stop looking at the impossibility and look to the God of all possibilities. I am the one who can do immeasurably more than all you ask or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. I am stirring up a new season in your life. The dry places will bloom again. The doors long shut will swing wide open. The dreams you buried will live. Ezekiel 37:5. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. What you thought was over is only the beginning. So get ready, my beloved. Position your heart. Stand in expectation. Praise in advance, because what I'm about to do will leave you in awe. It will silence your accusers, vindicate your name, and display my glory. Isaiah 60:20. To the least of you will become 1,000, the smallest a mighty nation. I am the Lord. In its time I will do this swiftly. I am not a man, that I should lie, nor a human, that I should change my mind. Numbers 23:19. If I promised it, I will do it. The time of weeping is giving way to the time of reaping. Psalm 126:5-6. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Hear me now, you are stepping into a season of new things. Prepare to receive what you prayed for, and even what you didn't know to ask for. I am about to exceed your expectations. 1 Corinthians 2:9. What no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love Him. This is your time. I am doing a new thing. Get ready.